Hi learners, in this video I'm going to talk about the kinds of resolutions. Resolutions basically refers to the decisions which are taken at a meeting. Depending on the importance of the matter on which the resolutions are to be taken, there are different kinds of resolutions. Now let's look into the various kinds of resolutions. The first type of resolution is ordinary resolution. Ordinary resolution is a resolution which is passed by simple majority of the members who are present at the meeting. Generally, ordinary resolutions to be passed require a simple majority of more than 51% of the members who are present for a meeting. Now, some of the matters which require the passing of an ordinary resolution are declaration of dividends, approval of final accounts, then appointment of directors and they're deciding on their remuneration, then alteration of share capital, whether it is increasing the share capital or reducing the share capital. In such cases also ordinary resolution is passed. Now apart from appointment of auditors, even appointment of directors and fixing of their remuneration also requires the passing of an ordinary resolution. Now changes in the rights of shareholders, whether it is equity shareholders or preference shareholders, then in that case, in such cases also ordinary resolution has to be passed. And whenever there is issue of shares at a discount, in such cases also ordinary resolution is to be passed. Issue of shares at a discount means issuing shares less than the market value of the shares. Supposing the market value of the share is 200, but the shares are being issued by the company. The fresh issue is being made at 150. Then in such cases, it is considered as issue of shares at a discount. So whenever shares are issued at a discount, in such cases also ordinary resolution has to be passed. The next kind of resolution is special resolutions. Now, special resolutions are resolutions which have to be passed by a majority of not less than 75%, and a written resolution is passed by majority of of not less than 75% agree for the resolution to be passed, and even in the case of a special resolution, it has to be made sure that the notice in which the special resolution is to be passed has been given to the members, and in the notice of the meeting the members the proposed special resolution to be passed should also be indicated. And further, the resolutions is considered to be passed only if it is passed by members representing not less than 75% of the total voting rights of the eligible members. So there are some of the matters on which special resolutions has to be passed are whenever there is an alteration of the name of the company, when the name of the company is being changed, when there is an alteration in the objects clause of the company. So whenever we are altering the name clause or the objects clause of the memorandum of association of a company, then it requires the passing of a special resolution. Then again, if there is any alteration in the contents of articles of association, it requires the passing of a special resolution. Further, if there is a change in the domicile clause or the situation clause of memorandum of association of a company, again a special resolution has to be passed. Further, reduction of share capital, in such cases again a special resolution has to be passed. Apart from that, whenever there is a creation of any special reserve funds, in such cases also special resolution has to be passed. So these are some of the matters on which special resolution is required. The third type of resolution is resolutions requiring special notice. Now, there are certain matters which are specified in the Companies Act of 1956 which can be discussed in general meetings only if special notice regarding the proposal to discuss that matters has been given. A special notice enables the members to basically come prepared for the meeting on the matter to be discussed. Now, at least in the cases of resolutions requiring special notice, at least 14 days prior notice must be given before the date of the meeting for the members to the company, and the company should again give at least 7 days prior notice to the members that for the proposed resolution to be passed at the meeting. So in the case of special resolutions requiring special notice, at least a 14 days prior notice must be given to the company whenever the members want to pass a special resolution. And once the company receives a prior notice of 14 days from any of its members, then the company should give forward at least 7 days prior notice to the shareholders, informing them about the intention of the company to pass a special resolution at the meeting. Now, some of the matters which require the passing of a special require the passing of a special resolution by giving a special notice are resolutions to remove any director and to fill up a casual vacancy of a director. Casual vacancy of a director arises when the members retire, when the directors are retiring after the completion of their term. Further, even resolutions to appoint auditors, the new auditors of the company also requires the giving of a special notice. For, apart from this, a special resolution notice for a resolution should also be given in case the articles of a company provide for the giving of a special notice for a resolution in respect of any other matters. So these are the different types of resolutions.